I'm here from Medellin, Colombia, drinking on my liquor, chilling out, looking at the views of the city. Beautiful evening. Yep. How's everybody out there doing? I hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing fine. Hope y'all being safe out there. But yeah, it's a different feeling like when you go to another country, and also it's a different feeling there when you stay in there a long time too. When you stay in another country for like, I would just say like at least a month. It's like you living there anyway. You get accustomed of the lifestyle you see people living as far as the neighborhood you might stay in, or if you rent an Airbnb for a whole month or just a couple weeks. Because my journey, like when I first started traveling overseas back in 2019, and my first country, like I say, was Panama. It was Panama. The first city I visited was Panama City, Panama. I had a great time. I didn't want to come back to the United States, man. I was like, shit. I stayed there for I think it was like only about 5 days. I think I stayed there about 5 days. But that was a life changing moment for me. I was like, man, I gotta get out the country more. So my next journey, I went up to Canada. It was this chick. She was from Canada, but she said she come down to Minnesota every once in a while and stuff. And we had met up down there in Minneapolis at the Mall of America. And she was just like, if you come up here to Canada, in the city where she stayed at Saint Sue Marie, she was like, I take care of the rental car and stuff like that. So I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I never been to Canada before in my life, so my first time going to Canada was in 2019. So I was like, yeah, I just drive up there because you don't stay number. It was only about 9 hours away. I was like, dang, that's definitely not far away from Minnesota at that time. Then after that, after Canada, it was, let me see, I went back to Panama. I went to Panama twice that year for my birthday. I went, and yeah, had a good time. I think I stayed there longer for my birthday. I think I actually took a whole week. But yeah, from there, 2020 was the start of me going to Colombia. The first city in Colombia was Cartagena. And I liked the Cartagena. It was nice. But since I've been to all these other different cities in Colombia, it's definitely not one of my favorite cities at all, Cartagena. I like the beach of Bucu Grande. I like that beach, but that's about it. Like Cartagena is okay. I like the middle of what's that? The clock tower down there by the clock tower. All that stuff nice down there. It's better going to the day, the daytime for me. Like, I don't go to bars and clubs like that. There's a whole bunch of women out there, especially at nighttime, working girls out there and stuff. A lot of tourists go out there. Yeah. It's just like from there it was Medellin, because I went from Cartagena to Medellin. I only stayed in Medellin that time for a couple of days. I think it was about 3 days that time. Then I was like, yeah, man, I love Medellin. I gotta come back. And from there I just started coming back here to Medellin like a couple times out the year. I know in 2020 I went to Medellin at least think at least 3 times that year. Then 2021, I think I stepped it up. I came to Medellin at least about 4 times. Uh, and let's see, 20. Yeah, I didn't go nowhere but Colombia out the country in 2021. Now 2022, I started exploring more. I went to Peru. Yeah, 2022. That's my first time ever going to Peru. Lima, and Lima is a big city. That is a big ass city, Lima. But yeah, from there, like, I could definitely see myself going back to Lima. Lima is nice, actually. Depends on where you at too, cause I was in Centro Historical when I was in Lima, and I was very close to the close by that beach. Well, it was a couple beaches out there, but I was like walking distance from the beach and stuff like that. It didn't take that long to get to the beach. But yeah, I could definitely see myself going back to Lima. Then yeah, in 2023, like I stayed here in Medellin for almost 4 months. That's when I started exploring more cities here in Colombia. Like I went to Manizales, I went to Pereira, I went to San Andres, I went to Santa Marta, and I went to Bucaramanga. Yep. I went to all those different cities back 2022. And then also too, yeah, I went back to Colombia again 2022. But then, yeah, 2022, I started going to Ecuador. My first experience in Quito, Ecuador. Yeah. Well, actually, I went to Guayaquil first. I went to Guayaquil, and yeah, Guayaquil. Matter of fact, yeah, 'cause I didn't go to Quito. Yeah, I went to Quito the second time with the Ecuador. In Guayaquil, like I say, it's nice to Medellin, but El Centro dangerous. But I ain't get to explore the city all that well in Guayaquil, besides downtown and the Medellin. 'Cause I stayed right there by the Medellin. So, well, say, yep, I went to Quito, and yeah, that changed. Like, man, Quito is a very beautiful city. Like, I really like when they talking about some cities that I would live, like, so far as actually going and seeing, like, I would definitely consider Quito a city I would want to live. Like, in a way, well, I won't say totally I'll pick it over Medellin, but it's kind of like a toss-up, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see too many Americans going to Quito, though. They'll always come here to Colombia. It'd be like Medellin and Cartagena. When it's a lot more cities in Colombia out there, as far as Bucaramanga, Manizales, Pereira, Santa Marta. Well, you'll have some go to Barranquilla too. Yeah, it'll be like Barranquilla, maybe Santa Marta and Cartagena and Medellin. Well, and Cali. I forgot all about Cali. But you gotta think about how many big cities in Colombia for the size of the country. Like, it's a lot of big cities for the size of the country. Like, yeah, I forgot to even say Bogota. Bogota is the capital. Bogota is a very big city, like, as far as like population and land mass too. So, man, I think Bogota got more people than New York have in population. So, yeah, Sorry about to say. Yeah, people are like they never talk about Bucaramanga like that. Is now, if I really had to pick one city in Colombia to live in for a while, I mean, tell you the truth, I skip over Medellin. I like it here in Medellin. It's a beautiful city. It's nice. You know, a lot of stuff to do. But I would pick Bucaramanga out of all the other cities I done been to. Um, the Bucaramanga, it's like it's a big, small city. I'd say that. I mean, like I say, it ain't too big, it ain't too small. It's like just the right fit. You know what I'm saying? There's so many parks in the city for that size of the city too. Then it still got a pretty large population in Bucaramanga. You got, I know Toto with the suburbs, with the Flor, what, Florida Blanca or something like that, Florida Blanca, uh, and San Gil and all those places. You got a population over a couple, well, a million. It's like it's 1.5 million people total surrounding the Bucaramanga area, and that's a lot of people for that size of the city, you know. So yeah, I would say Bucaramanga would be my pick. So, and it's still a lot of stuff to do around, like to do like as far as like getting out in nature, exercise, and all that type of stuff. Cause you got Chicamocha, is about 40, probably about 45 minutes outside of the city, south of Bucaramanga. Yeah, I love it there. It is beautiful. They got a nice pool there, all that different stuff there. And you can ride on the teleferico. Lots of things you can do. Yep. And my journey continues on and 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 on. I gotta make my way to Chile or Argentina. Hopefully I can get down there this year before the year ends. And gotta get down to Brazil, but I think I want to get at least Chile and Argentina before I get down to Brazil and check that out. But yeah, this is Ren Man. Y'all guys have a blessed night. Y'all women have a blessed night. Peace. Be safe out there.